This is for our fans. How did you and Rogan like? You were the guy behind the Carlos Mencia video.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, originally when Joe first hired me and moved me out to California, my job was just to record Rogan nonstop, like at all his comedy shows, and then like edit together like little videos for the internet. And one of the things I did was the Carlos Mencia video, and
Which was awesome.
yeah, it was fun. And but then after a while, we got there's only so much video you could edit out of green room shit.
Did you get shit from Mencia at all for that?
Yeah, well, I mean, he got my my YouTube account deleted. He, threatened to sue if I released the second half, because there was actually a second half of that video that shows him going back on stage after it all happened. He decided to go back on stage and try to do comedy, and the whole audience is like, "Are you fucking serious? We just watched."
Well,
you
he's always trying to do
right.
comedy.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
But-
so what is the video? Is everybody supposed to know what this is? Or?
Did you grow up in a cave?
Yeah. Can you explain?
Carlos
what the video is?
Mencia was supposedly allegedly a known joke thief in the comedy community.
You know what you did to that girl's vagina? Carlos does that to other comedians' jokes.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you videotaped it.
He stole.
And I videotaped him and Joe Rogan confronting each other on stage, like screaming. And it started off, everyone was kind of like, get off stage. Why are you guys fighting? And then it turned into just ultra hate for Mencia. And what's crazy, the second half of the video, which I was going to release, showed him go back on stage, and then the audience just going, na 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 na, hey, hey. Like they wouldn't even let him finish his. And then finally, he just, I think, just put down the microphone and got off stage because it was impossible for him to do anything.
Because I've talked to people that are close to him, and I've heard that was like so I mean, we all know how damaging it was for his career,
Right.
And it basically ruined him. Like he was at an all-time high because Comedy Central likes to make one person famous. They have one sketch show. They basically, Chappelle showed them that a sketch show works, like an edgy sketch show. So then they were like, okay, Chappelle quit. What can we do now? Oh, we'll make a Mexican sketch show. We'll do all the same bits, and we'll just copy it, but we'll do it. So Mencia became famous like that. Then they were like, Mencia was gone. They're like, who do we do now? Oh, we'll do a woman. We'll do the Amy Schumer show.
Right.
And, it's like they find just a different type. Like the next one's going to be a paraplegic. Like they're going to go through every they've got all these quotas. But so they made him massively famous, and he made fucking millions of dollars. The problem, like Amy Schumer's original, Chappelle was original, Mencia was a thief and stole a lot of jokes. And I rarely ever accuse anyone of stealing, but he was so fucking blatant about it. It was beyond stealing. It was pathological, and it still pisses me off because Mencia is still living in a mansion.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
hopefully.
Yeah, but it's like, like what's his name? Who's the guy who stole from everybody in New York? Starts with an M. The Wall Street guy that
Madoff. Yeah.
Bernie Madoff. He went to jail.
Yeah.
He stole from all those people in New York and took all their money and fucking, it was a Ponzi scheme, and he went to jail. Mencia should be in prison.
Yeah, it's really not fair because he was literally making money off of other people's work, and like selling arenas out. What was really interesting is recently he started doing like these small little videos where it's just him talking about the news and shit. It's really uncomfortable to watch. If you ever go on YouTube, I don't even know if they're still up, but you could tell that was him trying to be funny for once. That was
really?
Him,
it's like natural.
Yeah, not hanging out at comedy clubs anymore. Him trying to write something funny and do it, and it was so fucking awful that you just sit there and you're like, oh my God, this is the real him finally. We're seeing his real humor and his real writing skills, and it was so bad. And he actually also admitted on Twitter recently too that that somebody says, are you still stealing jokes? And he goes, that was a long time ago. That was the old me or something like that. So he actually kind of admitted to it. Yeah.
But you, Redban, almost fucked. Probably the greatest story I've ever heard in my life, and then it ends unhappily, and that is Nancy Cartwright, Bart Simpson.
Oh, yeah, that was close to here also.
Yeah, like if you got to fuck Bart Simpson.
I know. Well, I mean, she was wasted. I didn't know who she
Even
was.
Even better, you could get her to do all the voices. And
yeah, but have you seen her? Like, she was just like, oh, look at this young kid. But then I didn't know it at the time. If I would have known it at the time who it was,
You would have made her talk like Bart.
I would have fucked her. Just I
for
would
the
have
story.
fucked around with her or done something. But it wasn't until later that I went online. I was like, oh my god, it was Nancy Cartwright that was trying to pick me up at a bar.